acquaintance before God and ever brought to light? Should old acquaintance be for God and all things? Dine. Should old acquaintance be for God and ever brought to light? Should old acquaintance be for God and all things?
All right, hello, welcome to Secret Handshake. This is a stream that we do on Wednesday nights, even if it's the day after Christmas.
We used to say dedicated.
Yeah. Yes. We're out here wearing our New Year's gear. I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't. Not even for a second can I do it. Goodbye. I can't.
You just hit one of the crew people.
Oh, I'm sorry, Larry.
You hit him last week too. You owe him a big cannoli.
Larry
loves cannolis.
Yeah.
Oh, we call him Larry Cannoli. It's not very nice.
We've got to get better about it. But he calls us Cassiany, Jerry, and Harper.
Yeah, which are our names.
Yeah, Larry's great. Larry's
hilarious.
Yeah, he's nice.
Should be kinder.
And honestly, we're bad, yeah.
Yeah, we are bad.
Hello to Alex in the chat. Hello to Fred in the chat. Thank you for joining us. It's a delight to have you with us for our New Year's celebration.
I have to say, I don't know exactly what's going on.
Yes. Oh, I think you're saying we were told that Nick was not going to be joining us in the chat because he had a, quote, family obligation. And now it does seem most of his family is in the chat.
I'm sure there's more context, but if Olivia chimes in.
If Olivia hops in the chat, then Nick's in trouble. No, I'm sure it's all fine. And it doesn't matter. We've got videos from Nick, as we usually do later in the show.
I'm going to FaceTime him on the show.
Now, Nini.
What's up?
I love your glasses.
They're great.
Yeah, and what I like about them most is that they represent the year that we are going into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's 2016.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, things are going to be, I don't know how they'll be for the next 2 years. I imagine, okay.
Yeah.
Not terrible, right?
Yeah, not terrible, but...
This is a bad bit. I don't like it.
No, I can't move forward, honestly.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, we understand you're all not together, and we appreciate you being here. Thank you, Alex, who's clarified that Nick is not with him.
Yeah, no, he's doing something else.
No. We were just
We're
laughing.
having fun.
We're having a fun time tonight, you guys. It's our last episode of the year.
It is. It's our last episode of 2018, which is the time that we all know that it is.
Sure. I knew what year it was.
I never know what year it is, but I like to be blown around. I like to be like, what's in style? I never know.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you've never paid attention to fashion.
I don't pay attention to fashion. I don't pay attention to who the president is. And I don't pay attention to
the end of that sentence.
The finishing sentences.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a sleepy, low-energy stream. I know that I was taking a nap until the minute that Cassiany got to the studio.
And then the moment before I left my apartment to come to the studio, I was also taking a nap.
Yeah.
I have not gotten a nap today, but I do want one.
Yeah.
I took a nap yesterday, too.
Ooh, what luxury.
Ooh, we took a nap we both took naps yesterday also.
I had an amazing nap yesterday.
If you had a good nap, let us know about it in the comments.
Tell us about your good naps, and tell us in Now Time about your good naps.
So my nap was followed by drinking half a bottle of champagne with orange juice. Like, not all at once, but, we had, like, the Christmas mimosas.
Yeah.
And we had a yummy breakfast, and my sibling and I, we laid down on the couch to, I think, watch a movie, and it was like, we knew what it was.
It was going to be.
We knew what it was going to be, and we just
time.
solidly slept.
Ugh, a nap is so good.
Excuse me. It was incredible.
Yeah.
We told all of our friends we were going to go to the movies, and then we took a nap.
Yeah, it was like...
I love that.
it was like time to be getting ready for the movies, and you were napping, and I was like, honestly, you got the right idea.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm napping too.
I woke up and I was like, the movie started 10 minutes ago.
And I was like, right?
What movie were you going to see?
We were going to see either we were going to see
We had talked about a couple things.
Because we talked about going to 2 movies.
Yeah, we talked about doing a double feature even.
And then we saw movies.
Didn't do any movies. Although then later that night we did watch a double feature. We'll talk about that.
Later. Yeah. We were going to see Into the Spider-Verse and The Favorite.
Oh, I'm dying to see The Favorite.
Me too!
Mm-hmm.
We should go see The Favorite together.
Let's do it.
We got to be careful because we're starting to get into some tent talk. Maybe we should just immediately go over to that video from Nick. Maybe we find out why he's not joining us. I don't know.
I don't know that we'll get that information, but I am good to go to the tent talk.
Well, let's go first to a regular segment that comes from Nick every week. We're, of course, here in our New York office.
Yeah.
But there's another member of the Secret Handshake team who's just important, named Nick Sanchez, who is taking care of things in our Midwest office. Or the No Coast office, as it's also been referred to.
Or the Clue Crew.
The Clue Crew. Yes, he's also been referred to as a member of the Clue Crew, sending us videos every week in a segment he calls Around the Nick in Tulsa Days. Let's take a look at that video.
Take it away.
Do it.
Take it. Take it away.
Take it away.
Right now.
Hello, Secret Handshake Universe. This is Nick Sanchez for another edition of Around the Nick in Tulsa Days. When last you saw me, I was in dire straits. I was being chased by the Tulsa police. And guess what? I was caught. But you see, my crime was trespassing. And in Tulsa, that is a white-collar crime. So I've been placed under house arrest. But it's a really white-collar crime. So it's not even a house that I own. They gave me a brand new house to live in while I serve my sentence. They even gave me my own cameraman, Spresley. Say hi, Spresley. Spresley's shy. Oh, and I almost forgot. Your Tulsa fun fact. Tulsa is the greatest city in the world. Happy New Year!
Amazing.
All
right
right.
off the bat, I love Spresley. Want to meet Spresley. Number 2.
Big thanks to Spresley for joining the team.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Spresley.
you
Another
so
member of our
much.
Clue Crew out in the No Coast office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also need to know about that chicken and if it's related to the other chickens.
Yeah, lots of chicken content there. I think that's sort of a motif that we see in Nick's work.
I love the chicken motif. Really, really excited to see how that will continue to, hatch out.
I want that
Very
last bit of the video of him, opening up the chest with a big belly laugh.
Yeah.
I want that. That's my favorite movie of 2018.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Okay,
love.
so
Just that part.
we're already getting into some of the awards that we'll be giving out.
Oh, yeah.
The very real awards that we'll be giving out not just a thing I said just now.
Yeah, no, we have plans.
Yeah.
We have put thought into it.
Yeah.
Best of 2018.
Yeah. Well, let's move immediately into some more content from Nick because I think we all want to talk about content.
Yeah. So this is a regular segment. This is a segment we do every single week.
Nick Sanchez from Secret Handshake here for another edition of a segment that we do every single week. This is a segment we do every single week where we talk about the media, the content, the films, the movies, the feature presentations, and also the TV shows and songs and whatever that we've experienced throughout the week. This is a segment that we like to call Pitch a Tent. Now, it's difficult for me to watch new content under house arrest, except for it isn't. While I'm in this new house, I get access to screeners of new films in theaters. So even though I can't leave, I can still experience everything that you experience. So, the film I have watched this week, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, is a very fun film. Probably best superhero movie of the year. I have to imagine so. It's everything you want out of a superhero movie. It was funny, it was intense, really fun action, very heartwarming in a lot of parts. This is what every superhero movie should be. Anyway, that's me. I'm going to go have my staff here prepare me dinner, because that's what I get to experience in this house.
Oh,
Very good. Nice. Also,
marvelous.
it sounds like also a studio audience being provided for Nick. Possibly. There.
Honestly,
I think I heard some
I guess
laughter
I
in
need to get arrested
the
in
background.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
It does seem to be.
You're telling me I gotta pay so much money for a tiny little box space here in New York City when
Right.
I can just be arrested in Oklahoma and be given a
Yeah,
house?
you should just commit some crime.
Wow.
This is dangerous fit. So let's move on to that famous segment that we all know and love. Do I have it on a button? Yes,
Pitch
I
a tent!
do. Okay, perfect. We've got a bunch of. Do we have a bunch of tent? Nick saw the movie that we didn't see.
Yeah, and apparently we made a mistake.
Yeah.
I have some questions.
Yes.
So, why is there something I'm not getting about like why there's so many Spider-Man movies? Is this a different?
This is
Yes,
different.
it's different in Spider-Verse.
It's animated.
It's
animated?
It's
Is
Miles
this the-
Morales?
I think it's all of them.
Oh, well, I believe that
Everyone is here.
everyone is here.
What?
Is it not?
I don't know.
Spider-Verse. I think it's all of
Right,
the spider.
but I was under the impression that there was
Oh.
the main spider.
Maybe.
That this
Is
was
there
not
more
a
than
Peter
one
Parker
spider
fronted.
person?
Sure.
Okay, so let's start there.
Uh-huh.
My second question.
You're familiar with Peter.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Miles
Miles
Morales?
I was right about his name. Great.
No.
Is the ultimate Spider-Man in the Ultimate Marvel Universe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is Ultimate Marvel Universe different from?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. It's I don't know enough about this to talk about it
Okay.
without definitely messing up. I'll say things
That's
that'll
okay.
make nerds mad, but not that I'm one. But the yeah, it's like two different universes,
Okay.
and then there's also like about Spider-Gwen.
Is Gwen referring to
Gwen's.
one of Peter Parker's girlfriends?
Mm-hmm.
But does she die? Her dad dies or something.
So in
Sure,
one of
all of them, all of the
Yeah.
above.
Oh,
So
she
in one
died.
of the so now is this two separate universes in the sense of like it's a multiverse, or is it two separate universes in the sense like in a more thorough sense than that?
I think originally it was a more thorough sense than that, but in the years since it was originally created,
now
they've
sort
of course bled back together, as kind of tends to happen. And it seems like every time one of the comic book companies does like a reboot of all their things, eventually
Okay.
it all gets mixed back together again.
Are there ads in the subway of like what I now might assume is Spider-Gwen being like,
That could be true.
and she's like, you can't see my feet, but like she's like on point?
It could
Maybe.
be.
I have not
it could
seen
be.
those ads.
It
I'm
is
sorry.
a dizzying ad. I'm not sure what's going on. I feel disoriented every time I see it.
Does it say Into the Spider-Verse on it?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think the image just like really throws me off because I'm just like, what is this? Something I'm unfamiliar with. So why so many Spider-Man movies?
Just because
'cause
people
it's like a
love
good-
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think
Well.
it's
Well.
really-
Uh-oh. Sorry about that logo going again.
I think people like Spider-Man, and that there's a lot of Spider folks.
Okay.
Yeah, Spider-Man's like one
a
of
lot
the
of stories
most
to tell.
popular comic book characters ever, and
And we just keep telling the same story over and over again.
the
so-
movies have been super profitable. Like
Yeah.
the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire was like the
I loved it.
biggest movie for at least a while. I don't
Yeah.
know enough about the numbers to
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
competently on that.
Yeah. People love it.
Yeah, but I've heard good things about that. I don't know. I've watched lots of Spider-Man cartoons. I'll watch more of them.
Yeah, no. I think we'll definitely watch that.
That's me doing the Spider-Man meme where it's like two Spider-Mans.
Oh,
I
and
just-
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're looking. Yeah. Okay. Great. So that's a recreation of a meme. I've also seen Subway ads for something that Jerry and I saw
yeah.
last
Yeah.
Thursday, which was we're gonna talk. I mean, we're gonna do this one, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We saw Mike Birbiglia as the new one on Broadway, the
We
Great
sure
White Way.
The Great White
did.
Way.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it.
That sure was a show that we paid $50 for.
We did pay money to see it.
I've seen For Bigs before.
I had not.
That sure is a show about how you're seeing Mike Birbiglia perform.
Yeah.
Raves from the audience here. The energy is...
Big laughs in the crowd, don't get me
The
wrong.
crowd did really seem to have fun with it. I was not. That makes me sound like such an asshole, but like, well, the crowd loved it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was a special about.
Well, it's supposed to be... It's intentionally vague on some things because it's not supposed to spoil aspects of the show. There is a twist. Boy, I'm trying not to be harsh about this show, but I know it's coming off. I mean, that's the way people are talking about it.
What's the twist? What's the twist?
The name of the game is
I have a mic. Don't whisper.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. We were both wearing microphones. I'll tell you after.
But it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was fine if you love to listen to.
I mean, whatever. It's like, I don't know.
It was fine.
It was a fine show that many people have enjoyed. Presumably. Let's move on. We have to move on.
Yeah.
Nini, you watched The Princess Switch.
I watched The Princess Switch. Are you a top or a bottom? I'm a Princess Switch.
Oh my god.
That's a tweet that I saw on the internet that I
cannot steal people's tweets.
I cannot stop.
You can't steal people's tweets on here.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna credit it.
Yes, please credit this tweet.
I'm gonna credit it. I saw the tweet, and since I saw the tweet, I was like, I have to see this movie because I can't stop thinking
about this tweet.
About this tweet.
Has nothing to do with the movie.
I've seen that exact same tweet except with Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so let me see if I can find it. Okay, so basically it's a Netflix movie starring Vanessa Hudgens.
Yes. And also Vanessa Hudgens.
Yes, starring Vanessa Hudgens and Vanessa Hudgens. It's sort of like a Lindsay Lohan, you know.
Prince and the Pauper, right?
It's like, so the movie is basically about what Vanessa Hudgens works at a bakery in Chicago. Mm-hmm. She works
We'll call
there.
her VH1.
I loved that.
Thank you.
So VH1 works at a bakery in Chicago. Mm-hmm. She's been working there with her best friend who's a boy.
What?
And he walks in and I was like, oh, is he gay? Like, I literally was like, oh, is he gay? And then the next sentence was like,
I am gay after all.
Oh, come here, honey. Like, here's my daughter. Like, I'm straight because I have a kid. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen? Like, are they going to have some kind of romance? Because, it's just obvious. Mm-hmm. So, like, she's like, so it's like VH1, her baker best friend, his daughter.
Call him BBC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, so she's like sad because she has just been dumped recently. And when she was sad, they entered in one of her recipes to this prestigious baking competition in Belgravia.
Ooh.
Is the name of the country. And surprise, you're invited.
Whoa.
You were accepted, so we're going to go to Belgravia. She's like, I don't know. She runs into her ex on the street. He has a new girlfriend, so she's
like, oh, well, I'm going to Belgravia.
She's like, actually, yeah. She's like, I have big plans. And his new girlfriend is like what? I'm like, no one, whatever.
Yeah, no one asked you, ma'am.
No one would do that. And so she's like, I'm actually going to a pastry competition in Belgravia. So she goes to Belgravia.
I'm sorry, where? They said
They're like, that's a made-up place.
Yeah.
There's also, like, this old man who's like, I haven't wasn't paying enough attention to figure out like who he is or what he is.
Yes.
But like she runs into him on the streets of Chicago, and he's like Salvation Army. I'm like,
Oh, he's sort of like he's gonna be like a mystical,
Yes.
like Santa figure
and she's
throughout.
like, he's like, Merry Christmas, and she's like, thanks. It'd be better if I had someone to spend it with. And he's like,
He's like, I'm taken, but
Right.
he's like, well, the Christmas season isn't over yet, or something. She's like, what? And then
who knows what strange winds blow on Christmas Eve?
like I know you're making a joke, but like
No, but,
literally it was that.
Oh.
So she's like in Belgravia, and it's like the guy who was at the Salvation Army
Is also in
is like
Belgravia?
now like selling goods in the market.
He's
Yeah.
everywhere with the twinkle in his eye.
right, and she's like, you look so familiar, and he's like,
Me?
but
Yeah.
but
It's
like
a
they
real,
both know.
yeah, it's like
Wow.
in North, how in every time he goes to the different homes, there's still always, oh boy, what's his name? What's the tough actor's name?
Elijah
Bruce Willis
Wood.
is always,
Oh.
he's always there in one form
Yeah.
or another. No, Elijah Wood's the child. Elijah
Yeah,
Wood's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
child
yeah,
in,
yeah,
in
yeah.
the film North.
I was just so excited I knew a thing about the film North.
Yeah. Very good.
excuse me.
Okay, let's go to the camp for that.
I'm gassy today. So and every day.
Truth.
So then she's in Belgravia, and they're like, "Oh, the prince has a wife, but nobody's like, or
The
has
prince
a fiance.
has a wife.
The prince has a fiance.
You don't say.
The Duchess of Montanaro.
Oh.
Montanaro. And they're like, but she's how you say camera shy, so we haven't seen a picture of her yet.
Okay.
So VH1 is then like walking around wherever the pastry competition is. She bumps into someone. They look up. It's VH2.
Now we've been
Whoa.
requested
Or MTV2
MTV2.
is, I think, what we've been requested
That
to.
is the requested title.
We're gonna call VH1 and
the
MTV2.
Countess of Montevaro
Yeah.
is MTV2.
Right.
Montevaro.
Incredible. Yes.
Yes. So
Good
she's
job.
like, so then she's like, oh, hello. They're like, because, Vanessa, VH1 is,
They do
no,
like
sorry,
a-
MTV2,
Okay.
yeah, speaks with a British accent. I'm like, where is Montenegro? Where is that?
It's British.
Somewhere colonized.
Yeah. And so she's like, oh, I need a second opinion on my wedding cake. and VH1 is like, well, the bride is always right. And MTV2 is like, precisely. So it's like, we're going to get along. And they recognize that they look exactly alike.
Okay.
Duchess brings her to the castle. She's like, I want
She's
to
like,
know what it's
You
like.
could be very useful in case of an assassination attempt.
It's a real Avril Lavigne sort of situation.
Sure.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne died, and we know her as her clone now. So she's like, I want to live like a real girl. I want to go out in the world and roughhouse it with the locals because I don't want to be a princess.
Right.
And-
Fetishizing poverty. We're on it.
Right. And VH1 is like, oh, like, are you serious? Like, what do I do? She's like, all you have to do is just sit here and have tea with my future in-laws, but nothing else will happen. Of course, other things happen. So then it's like, British Vanessa Hudgens falls in love with Baker Boy.
Okay,
and
so MTV2 falls in love with BBC.
It's a real
Yes.
The Holiday
Yes.
situation.
And then it's like, of course, VH1 falls in love with the prince. At the pastry competition, like,
He
they
tries her
come face to
pastry.
And then it's like, yeah, and then BBC and his daughter are like, you're a new mommy now, and you look
And his
like...
daughter's, of course, BBC too. Sorry.
She's
Jamie,
great.
That one's, yeah.
She's great. She, like, realizes immediately that they've switched places and is like,
Love it.
you're not my real
Oh, I feel
friend.
like I've seen a clip of, like, her cooking or something. And the child being like, you know how to cook.
Yes, yeah. She studied at Le Cordon Bleu.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's...
Did you say Corbin Blue?
Yeah, it's a real high school reunion.
Like Corbin Bleu.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So it was really just a wild ride. I mean, it felt like a lot like this. Like, it was like, you can hear, like, a lot of, like, and, like, I think I said, so, like, one of the lines was, like, don't you get it? Oh, okay, she says, I've loved you more than I've ever loved anyone. But she met him 2 days ago.
Right, she's never loved anyone before.
Yes. And then it's like, he's like, don't you get it? You're my destiny.
Mm-hmm.
You're the plan, because they both love plans.
Oh, yeah.
And, like,
yeah. They, like,
the other
order
couple
and
likes,
structure.
and the other couple, you know, is loose,
They want to bake
spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Princess Switch.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, it seems messy.
Yeah, it was a joy to watch.
Sounds delightful.
It was delightful.
Like a delightful sort of messy. I want to make it very clear.
It was
not.
Yeah. So I watched that.
That
and
sounds marvelous.
it was everything that I wanted it to be and more.
Amazing.
Wow.
My favorite part were the fake locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Those
That
are
was
always
the best.
great.
That was the best.
Those are always good.
Yeah.
Do we have any other 10 that we want to cover?
Yeah, Harper.
What?
You and I played that
Oh,
wacky
okay.
video game.
What video game?
Okay, well, Jerry has played through the first episode
Oh, yeah. Like,
yes, I showed Cassiani the first maybe the first hour, maybe not even the very first part of Life is Strange.
what a trip.
Life is Strange 1, just to be clear. There is both a prequel and a sequel that have come out and some side sort of things.
Oh,
That was the first game. Life is Strange 2 episode 1 available now, appearing on a lot of Game of the Year lists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I loved it.
It was very fun.
Jerry and I have played through the whole first episode of Life is Strange 1. You and I played through just the very beginning section, although we should play more.
I think you'll
I would
enjoy
love to
it.
do that.
It's very fun. It's
Yeah.
very stressful. So this is a question I want to ask because I feel like we have a similar thing.
Okay, you should know we only played to like out in front of the school, like right after you
No,
leave.
that's fine.
Okay.
Who held the controller?
Oh, I did.
Okay, that was going to be my question. I am
Not me.
incapable of moving a character.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
No, I
Neither
can't.
of
I
you
can't control
has
the
the experience
camera,
with the
I
dual
can't-
stick situation that most video games
I just sort of walk
utilize.
into the ground. Like, my characters are always sort of doing this.
Yeah, that's very accurate. Yeah. It's just sort of staring at the ground
And
or
it's
the
like-
sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm like, or like, I'll sort of do like a
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just went ahead and ran the old controls on that one, and then we just
It was
you
a
made
delight.
the decisions though, pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's very fun.
It was a delight. I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. I especially loved that I didn't have to control.
do any, you didn't have
Yeah.
to do anything
Yeah.
with your hands.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I tried very hard to do stuff with my hands.
Oh yeah, because you actually did. You were
I was in control.
in control.
I would say for the portion that you all played.
Yeah.
And then I said, no.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a interesting game. I think all of us would like it even more if we played more of it.
I agree. I've never finished a game before.
Any game?
I
Okay.
don't think
and
I
this,
have
I think
either.
this is a good way actually to lead into a segment I thought about having us do, and maybe we will do now that we're already in it,
Okay.
which is Secret Handshake's top. What should we do? Top 5?
Yeah, top
Sure,
five.
Top 5.
Top 5 games of the year.
Okay.
You two are the only ones allowed to nominate games.
Great.
Yeah.
What?
To quickly answer your question, no, I don't think I've ever finished a video game.
Yeah, well, okay, that's fair. That's like a very
Does
reasonable
our
way.
playthrough of Pajama Sam count as me?
Yeah, I
playing
was
a
gonna
video game?
definitely say
Yeah.
just off the
Yeah.
bat, Pajama Sam.
Okay, that
Yeah.
didn't come out this year.
Oh, it has to be games that came out this year.
I mean, I guess it
I-
doesn't have to be. We could do
What
our
about
top.
Dark Souls?
Dark Souls did not come out this year.
I feel like
Although
I
Dark
can
Souls
name-
Remastered might have come out this year, and I think would probably be fair game, which we did play.
We did play that.
Yeah,
can
let's
name
confirm.
video
I'm gonna
games.
confirm that if that came out.
What about
I enjoy Donut County.
Donut County is a great option.
excuse me.
Yeah.
What
That's
about
a cool game that cool kids know about?
what's it called that we play on Virgo season?
Stardew Valley did
Stardew
not come
Valley.
out this year.
I feel like I want to cheat because I have with you watched several like sort of Game of the Year.
I thought
summaries.
that you would have an advantage here.
I haven't, but I.
And also because you have been around me playing
I
games
think I can
and
come
things.
up with 5. Like I'm just now I'm trying to make good choices,
Okay.
but also not to look like a whatever. I feel like people love Celeste.
That's true.
I know that
People
made it
do.
onto a lot of lists, and I like watching you play Celeste.
Dark Souls
don't
Remastered
know
technically did come out this year, so I think we can fairly
Dark
put
Souls,
that on the list.
I played that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Celeste is like a platformer that is sort of something or other. Night in the Woods this year, or is that last year?
No, that was maybe even the year before last, yeah. Sorry to say, although that's a great game also.
Hollow Knight?
Was there like a...
Hollow Knight technically came out last year, but it came to Switch this year. A lot of people have considered that a this year release.
What about, are there any like... is there like a Super Smash that came
Super
out?
Smash came out.
Smash is a Smash.
Smash came out. Okay, we can put that on there.
Is that a
At
Mario
least
game?
This Smash is a Smash.
Yes, in a way it is a Mario game.
So because it's a Smash game, it's all of the Nintendo characters.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
not
thought.
even just Nintendo, but yeah, like
How is it? Who's not Nintendo? Oh, just all of
there's
the
Sonic.
NES. But isn't Sonic owned by Nintendo?
No, Sega owns Sonic.
How does
Sega.
that happen? Does Nintendo own Sega?
It's like a partnership, and they've got several other characters as well. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pull who all it is that comes from outside areas.
The excellent point is being made that the
Spider-Man came out this year. None of us played that.
I didn't even know that
that's not a requirement. I haven't played any of these games.
You played Donut County, and you played Smash Brothers.
Okay, I played 2 of these games.
Yeah.
I played Dark
And
Souls,
you
so
played
between
Dark
us
Souls,
we have 3 games.
I played all 4
Yeah.
of these games that we've listed so
I
far.
made decisions in Night in the Woods, which I continually want to call Into the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think
Night in the Woods is fantastic. It didn't come out this year, but it's great.
I know Spider-Man is supposed to be an absolutely incredible game, especially if you love to recognize streets in New York. That is, as far as I can tell, its biggest draw. But
Can
I
I
don't
phone a
know
friend?
anyone with
We
a
don't-
PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation.
I mean, no one who lives in my
Yeah.
vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm phoning a friend right now.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. Are you texting your brother? That's
yeah,
my
I'm
guess.
texting my brother who
Okay.
is like a gamer.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of thought this would be like our list of things that we might have had, but that's okay too.
Oh.
Um,
No, I'm gonna come up with more games. I'm gonna do it. Does it have to be a game I heard of before yesterday?
no.
I want to play Florence.
Okay.
What? All of these, like Celeste, Florence.
Yeah,
like,
they're
is
like-
there a game called like, I don't know, like Diana?
I mean, not that I'm aware of, but there
But
very
I'd
well
play
may
it.
be. Yeah.
What about like Jade?
It could happen.
Um,
I think.
this one called what's the Greece.
Yeah, sure. Greece. I don't think a person's name, but it.
Oh.
But it could
The
be.
art is a woman, and so I just assumed her name was Greece.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't
Okay.
know. I have not played that.
Okay, what's another video game that came out this year?
Black Ops 4.
Zelda was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We only need one more. Is why I'm letting this continue.
God of War.
God of War. None of us played. Did come out this year. None of us
Oh, do
played
we
that.
have to play? Oh,
I
okay.
mean, no. I guess we don't have to. God of War.
It still is in my
Congratulations.
it's still in my top 5.
We don't know any. I can't speak to the content of it at all. But congratulations, God of
There's a
War.
game called Frostpunk. Did it come out this year? Can we put that on the list?
Squeeze me.
I don't know what God of War is. What about Fortnite? No, put Fortnite on there.
Oh,
Fortnite
shit.
is technically still in early access.
Oh, great.
Sure,
I'm
we'll
going
put
to
that on the list.
2018.
Okay, Fortnite. That's a
There.
better chance
I forgot about
choice
Fortnite.
since you did in
They're
fact
being
play
sued
that.
a lot.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
Epic, bad job. on all of that, just across the board. I mean, you did the famous game, but everybody sucks who plays it. I mean, that's not true, but I hate Ninja specifically.
I do love in the comments how many video games make you cry, because I feel like everything makes me cry, and I love that about you.
We'd be crying over these video games.
I love to do a cry.
Yeah, I love to cry.
I think I'm at that point in my life. Tell me, I feel like maybe you're there. I don't think you're there. Where I have hit that threshold where I'm like, I want to do a cry.
Yeah, I will feel a cry coming. I'm like, I need, or like, I feel a cry bubbling, and I'm like, oh,
I need to like watch a cry, and like
I need something to like trigger. Once I get pushed to the cry can't be stopped, and the cry must happen, and it's like, I just have to, sometimes it's like I'm not even that sad.
Right. I just feel like I want to cry.
I need the release.
Yeah, I'm at that point where I will sit in front of Netflix and go, will you make me cry? Will you make me cry? And the answer is always yes. Anything will make me cry. It's just a matter of scale. The other day I cried while watching a television miniseries on French gardens.
Oh my gosh, what made me cry the other day? Oh, I was watching Steven Universe, and
oh, that's a good cry.
I watched about like 3 episodes in a row with a perpetual like wet eye. Just like it's just like a constant misty eye. Like it was either falling or welling, and there was no just a damp eye all the way through. And I was like, oh, also Adventure Time has made me cry multiple times.
I like to throw in that little my little whimper.
Oh God.
And by like to, I mean cannot stop myself.
Yeah, what happens to me is I get what I call choky throat, which is you try to talk through it, and it's like once you're talking to someone and it like happens, then you're like, oh fuck, like
it'll be we'll be watching like goodness knows anything, and Harper will ask me a question, and I'll just respond.
It's the commercial where the guy's installing Windows and then eating a pizza, and you're like crying.
Not that one. I think that's one of the not that one. Oh, what's the commercial that gets me every time?
I don't know, but how come there are so many commercials lately where one of the people in them is in space? There's like 3 people in space. It doesn't make any sense that there's so many commercials.
We had to sit down and Google how many people are in space.
Because there's so many commercials. Yeah, and it might have changed, but it was 3.
At the time, it was 3.
It was 3.
There are more people in commercials in space.
Yeah, for real. Unlocking cars and getting fake snow all up in their instruments. Any number of things can be done while you're hanging out in space and talking to your family, I guess.
If you guys got to go to space, like what would be like you're totally safe, everything's like you're going to go there and come back and you're fine. What is like the number one thing you want to do in space? What would you look most forward to?
I guess weightlessness. What else is guaranteed?
I'm like
I definitely want to look down at the dumb Earth.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Ha! Bad, you'll say as you look down on it.
Yeah,
go home, great option. Think about going home. Think about how small everything is.
Yeah.
Cry a lot. Watch my tears float. Cry about that.
Yeah. I'm trying to like be in the spaceship and just sort of like I'm weightless, and I'm just like pushing myself to one end of the wall, and doing like a flip and pushing back and just doing that.
I'm going to spend a lot of time just a dead man float.
Love that.
That's my move in the water.
Sort of you can get to that point of sensory deprivation much faster in space.
Yeah. And like I want to be able to like have like a hot dog floating, a hot dog bun floating, squirt the condiment and be like
you're having a whimsical time.
Like, I'm trying to, like, eat, like, a deconstructed sandwich in space. Or, like...
I don't trust my coordination.
But I'm, like, in the fantasy, it's
absolutely.
you have it.
Yeah, you can do it.
That song is playing. What's the one that's in...
Space Oddity? What song?
No, it's like a ballet song. It's like a da da.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. There's...
It's not that one.
Oh, is that Nutcracker?
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bum bum
That one.
bum. It's that one. That's
Yeah.
the space song.
Yeah,
That's a song for when you're like ba 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 ba.
Yeah, it's the weightlessness
ba,
song.
ba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the space song.
y'all
Oh,
think-
I know what I would do in space. I'd crank that Soldier Boy.
Superman.
Yeah, the Superman would be impressive. Yeah. Although the actual Superman may be potentially weaker out further from the yellow side. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's true.
Like-
Away from our.
Yeah.
You don't think you'd be good at peeing on a schedule?
No. I mean,
Wait.
is that schedule every 10 minutes? Cause
What is the schedule?
Yes.
Well, but you have to have one because you can't tell. Because you can only tell that you need to pee because of gravity.
Oh, wait, what?
Now.
Oh my God.
Is this a real thing, or am I just making it up?
No,
What's everybody's vote right now?
I think that's a real thing.
Jerry is
Wait.
absolutely suspicious. Jerry's been suspicious immediately.
Well, because I'm just thinking about like UTIs and stuff like that, and like feeling like you have to pee like constantly, and I feel like gravity can't be like completely responsible for that because like it doesn't change. You know?
I'm now thinking about like
But maybe
when
like-
you're in space, like, are the things inside your body also like floating around? Like when you're sitting down, like gravity, they're like down.
Oh, I'm gonna just hit myself in the face all the time.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, would your pee in your bladder be like
Floating around
floating?
as well? Yeah.
So that you like
Of course
wouldn't
it would.
feel
Why-
like
what
the
do you think-
pressure?
Do you think your body is like pressurized in a way that maintains gravity within
Well,
it?
because we can still swallow.
Yeah,
which,
but
like,
that's a
birds
muscular
can't. I
thing.
know.
We need a Miss
Just-
Frizzle. We need a Miss Frizzle to
Anyway,
come
I'm pretty
through.
sure it's a real thing that
It
you
sounds
can't tell.
real.
I'm pretty sure
and
it's
even
real.
if it isn't, you fully got me.
I think it's real. I wasn't trying to do a bit. I do think that's a real thing.
I have no.
I think you have to go to the bathroom on a schedule because you don't know.
I'm sure. It is.
Yes.
It is a very.
It is a solid non-sober subject.
So anyway, Secret
don't
Handshake's
say.
top 5 games of the year. Congratulations. Those are going to be Donut County, Dark Souls Remastered, Celeste, Smash Bros, and Fortnite.
Should we take Fortnite off because we all are mad at it?
I mean,
It was just a video game.
it was a video game we played.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have another one that you want to replace it with?
We can put it at the bottom of the list.
It's at the bottom right now.
I mean,
And if we had more, we'd put it lower.
God of War made Jamie cry.
Excuse me.
I mean, yeah, sure. We can definitely. I can tell you some other people's opinions on some other video games as well if we want to take those into consideration.
No, there has to. What's another video game we played?
We played. You've watched some things, but we've also played some things. We played Let's Go Eevee a little bit.
Oh, I love. No, put Let's Go Eevee on there. Why are you
What? Do you, why am I what?
keeping Let's Go Eevee?
I'm
from
not
me?
keeping it from you.
Fortnite is the DiCaprio of video
In that it
games.
doesn't win awards because it doesn't deserve them.
In that it's rich.
and that
In
it.
that it's dating a 23-year-old.
I was about to say, and that it dates like really, really young women.
I don't know how old lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20?
Yikes.
20 maybe?
All right, so congratulations to Let's Go Eevee for taking over Fortnite. We like the way you say it's huge.
Oh, I love Let's Go Eevee. You can put them in the little hat.
Yeah, you can wear a hat. There we
Oh.
go. Games of the year. What else do we have?
Now we're going to talk about, we're going to rank some things for the end of the year, aren't we?
Yeah, let's rank stuff.
Let's
Okay.
just throw shit out to rank.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to
Sure, I'll
comment,
keep lists.
Yeah.
if you want to comment any sort of like
Best
thing
of.
that we should rank, like best, like earlier I said the best movie was Nick throwing his
Yeah.
arms back and
Okay.
laughing under house arrest. That's my
Yeah.
favorite short film of
Okay.
2018.
It's not,
My favorite long film, I can't even think of one movie that I saw this
no,
year.
I've seen several, but no.
Like what? Like January was. a long
Yeah.
time
The
ago.
only-
Oh, months ago.
It was at least months
It
ago.
was months ago at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
The only movie I can remember right now is Colette, and it was fine.
What did I see that I liked?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be.
So fertile ground we're in.
Movies.
All right, let's not talk about movies because I don't even care about movies. Honestly, movies suck. That's my hot take.
Okay, best movie of 2018. Movies suck.
You can quote me on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to.
Best TV show
Yeah.
released of 2018. I'm gonna say either She-Ra,
She-Ra, very good.
Princesses of Power, or best album is Mitski Be the Cowboy.
Yeah. You're not going to get any question from these two folks.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give it a cowboy.
Great.
That's
Thank you for the Thank you for the
you.
recommendation. That's a great question. The
Yes.
best album, in my opinion, is Mitski's Be the Cowboy.
I cannot.
So-
We're all
more
on board
than-
with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Best
Yeah.
TV show, She-Ra, Princesses of Power. I watch a lot of older stuff, but I'm gonna try and think of.
The Good Place, probably.
The
The
Good
Good Place is still
Place.
having a great season.
Yeah.
I love The Good
Um,
Place.
I have to say, I feel like The Good Place is doing the best year of getting Darcy Carden an Emmy.
Yes.
Sure.
Because I want that.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did a
Just
very
so-
amazing
So
job.
maybe best TV show of 2018 was just Darcy Carden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I think that's fair.
Because she was on Barry also, which, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love She-Ra, don't get me wrong, but I just... Yeah.
I watched
Maybe we
Killing.
need to
I
end.
thought Killing Eve was great.
That is a thing everyone says is
It's-
wonderful. I have no familiarity.
It's really good. I liked it a lot. I don't really care that much about like dramas.
Yeah, same.
But I watched all of it. I thought it was like it's like very sad. When it's sad, it's really sad. And it's suspenseful and kind of like creepy. But it's also really funny sometimes. I thought it was a great show. That's on my top
No,
shows.
That works. That works. Best. I don't know who Jerry Paper is.
Me
I don't think
either.
I do either.
Are you thinking of Jerry Gergich?
No.
Gary Gergich?
But perhaps we'll all
Best
take our
movie, we've got
recommendation.
best TV show, we've got best album. What
best-
even is there? Books? I didn't read any.
Same. Heyo. Not reading. It's not
I
a good
really
thing.
enjoyed Cersei by Madeline Miller. I think that might have come out in 2018.
Oh, wait. Did Hunger come out in 2018 by Roxane
I
Gay?
don't think so. I think Hunger came out in 2017.
I think
but
it did too. I
Yeah.
read it.
Might be wrong.
Not sure on that one yet.
I did read that book.
I really enjoyed.
Did you read one of the Broken Earth trilogy would have come out this year, wouldn't
Yes. Yes. It came out in 2017 because it won the Hugo this year.
it? Okay, that makes sense. Never mind.
Best Hugo Award-winning novel of 2018. Definitely the final one.
Okay.
Oh, I can do do one. Worst social media platform of 2018.
Okay.
All of them.
Is it Twitter?
Is it Facebook?
It might be Facebook for
Ooh,
me,
it's hard to say what it is.
although
Is
Twitter
it-
is bad. But
is
it could
it-
also be Tumblr.
Ooh, ooh, man, it's so hard to pick.
Yeah, they're all so bad, aren't they?
Is it that one that's not super popular yet, but seems to be entirely alt-right?
TikTok?
Maybe TikTok.
Oh my God, TikTok. I didn't, I think
LA.
I'm starting to realize, like, when you're younger and you are really, really in the know of like what's going on, and there's people who are older, and I was always like, I just think that I'm just gonna always be in the know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, now I'm starting to see how things slip by my old
Yeah.
brain. And I was seeing TikTok, which I had seen those videos, but I was like, is this like a Kesha thing? Like, I was like,
Yeah. I was like, did we
I was
find
like,
out something's bad
oh.
about Kesha? Like, yeah.
oh, I guess I'm just old.
Yeah, no, same. I mean, I've been old and out of touch forever, so I don't have as much, I think, trouble adjusting to that.
It started for me with dabbing. That's when I knew that I was on my way out of knowing what's up.
Started for me with being from a small town.
It all started.
Should we do best song that's not from Be the Cowboy and just toss up Thank You Next?
Okay.
Or is that just a me? Because I love.
No, you're both very on board with that.
Oh, yeah. I remembered another thing that we were going to do.
Okay, great.
Another segment we were gonna
good.
do.
What was it?
Oh, yeah.
We were going to do...
We were going to tell our shows.
We were going to do show and tell.
Oh, sure. Show and tell. That's a segment that we do. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'm going to do some show and tells that I got for Christmas. So Christmas was yesterday. And I happened to receive a lot of gifts that were breakfast related.
Yum!
Which is very on brand. I felt very seen, very loved. So
Breakfast is your new pizza.
oh my God. Yeah, I guess so. So the first one is I got these socks.
They're
if you want to
so
flip to the chaos
cute.
cam.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to be able to get your feet so high. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the bottom of my foot.
Show us those
Sorry.
dancers' feet.
One
Foot
second.
cam.
Not dancers.
Hello. Sorry, I just got to take this. 1 second.
I just keep expecting.
Anyways,
like, your
that
pants
was
to, like,
I wasn't No, my pants won't bust. I can.
Yeah. No,
I'm
they're
agile.
Very sturdy, flexy pants. I'm just.
Yeah, so these have little eggs and little bacons.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got
Wakin',
another wakey eggs and bakey. And then I got another pair of socks that are little coffee mugs and they're steamy.
Oh, that's nice.
And then my sibling got me this necklace from Brooklyn Charm where you pick out little charms. And this is a tiny pan with an egg in it.
Cute.
A tiny little mug that looks like a little porcelain painted. And then...
It's really the cutest. Can I put, like, the tiniest bit of whiskey in it?
Yes.
I don't know how. I'm
Single
afraid.
drop. This is going to be dangerous. Oh, this is going to go bad. Oh, I wish we could zoom in right now. This is going to go bad. All right. That is happening. Okay, there we go.
Did it go in?
Oh my god, do we have a dropper?
No.
Fine.
Why would we have a dropper?
Why would we not have a dropper?
For what?
Dropping.
What science? What science are we doing?
I really was like, oh, this is going to work. Like, Harper's just being
Why would you think
away.
that?
I was like, no, this is going to work out. This is going to work out great.
Why would you think that?
And it has two little tiny charms of, like, a little pair of cherries and a little lemon. Because when my girlfriend and I started dating, we had a thing where it was like, she's lemon, I'm cherry, whatever. It's sweet and cute, but, like, I'm not going to get into it. So it's these sweet little breakfast with, like, a little nod to my relationship charm necklace. So sweet.
That's so
And then I also got a waffle iron.
What? You didn't tell us about the waffle iron.
I got a motherfucking waffle
We're
iron.
coming over. You're making us waffles.
And
We have a waffle iron.
my
But
dad.
You made me waffles.
That's true.
My dad sent me a recipe for, like, cornbread waffles, like, and he gave me, like, homemade maple syrup.
Okay.
And then my sibling's girlfriend bought me a milk frother.
Okay. Yeah.
I love a milk frother.
Yeah.
So I can have,
we're
like,
a family that froths.
We froth.
Are you a frothing family?
We're a
We're a
frothing
frother.
family.
Yeah.
See, I have not had the pleasure.
Hello, mother. Hello, frother.
Please sticks mosquitoes.
Lately, I've been getting into a frothed warm milk at night before bed.
Ooh, I
It's true.
love.
It's good. It's so
I honestly
good.
got it, and I was like, I still have that eggnog from last week's.
Froth it.
I'm like-
Everything's better froth.
I'm like, I'm gonna froth that eggnog.
Froth that nog.
Froth it
I'm
all.
gonna froth that nog. Yeah, so I got a lot of breakfast related, like coffee, frothy milk, waffle, eggs, like
I love it.
a thorough theme. Yeah, that's my show and tell.
Incredible.
Breakfast gifts.
Breakfast gifts.
Breakfast gifts.
Yeah.
I have a show and a tell. They're two separate things, but they're both gifts I got for Christmas. This is I got as part of an Office Sturdy Santa. I was very mad about it at the time, but
Look
I
at him.
have since fallen in love.
I love him.
I can't call him anything other than Hamlet, named after another cat I know. I was very mad. I don't think that the person who gave it to me thought it was a good gift. But I am in love with him now. He has a little tail that moves. I am waiting to find the perfect place in our house before we can unpack him.
Yeah.
I have
hang
an
it somewhere.
idea. But, so that's my show. And my tell, I have to say, the best gift I got for Christmas this year, I spent the day on Saturday with my best friend from childhood's 2 children, 3 and 2.
Those are their names.
Their names
Keeping
are
it simple.
Fiona and Chase. They're very sweet. And the gift that they got me is the second thing that Fiona said to me after, of course, I love you, Aunt Jerry.
And also, spoiler alert for children on this story.
Yeah, if there are any children watching, just like turn it off for a minute.
Yeah, mute it.
She's 3 years old. I was wearing a Santa hat, and the first thing she said to me was, you know Santa's not real, right?
She said, I'm a straight shooter, bitch.
And it was the cutest thing. I loved it. Those are my shows and my tells. I love kids who don't believe.
That's so cute.
My show and tell is also holiday related. Last year on this program, was it last year? Maybe even the year before that. I think it must have been the year before that. I believe we were back in the old space. It was just Nick and I. It was perhaps 2017. And I showed up, well, it's actually right here. I showed off this little friend right here, if you want to take that over to the Chaos Cam. I showed off this little friend right here, sent to us by some friends of ours named Amy and Jay. And they had asked us at that time what creature we thought that was.
Yeah, what is this?
I think it's a koala, yeah.
We think it's a koala. Yes.
Well, we've been sent another ornament, and it is not so mysterious, but it is wonderful. Also a gift from Amy and Jay. This little bird came to us.
Beautiful. To knock it out of the park with
They do a great, fun little ornament.
What's going on their ornament?
Yeah, here's a bird with sort of, it looks like the bird's maybe wearing a fur coat.
Yeah. Got a nice spangled scarf.
Hard to tell because of our lighting situation, but that's a pink bird. That bird is pink. It's just
a
too
baby
exposed
pink bird.
for you to be able to
Such
tell,
a sweet,
unfortunately.
Beautiful.
We love him.
Can I hold in my
and
hand like
his
this?
friend. Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Very soft.
We feel like a Disney princess.
Oh my God. This bird is giving me like sort of the aura of like Amelia Earhart.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
just because of the scarf. I
Yeah, and
think.
like the strength.
Yeah.
That's like emanating.
Yeah.
He's gonna get lost over some ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully not. But
Yeah.
Well, that's adventure.
Okay.
I don't want him to get
Yeah, let him die. God.
I should clarify that the child I was referencing earlier, while not believing in Santa is kind of a child version of atheism, I think the child is also being raised as an atheist.
I was going to say, I would have assumed,
yeah.
referring now to the comments here,
Sorry.
saying that not believing in Santa is the child equivalent of atheism.
I love that.
Yeah, I think
It is, but also for this child, probably atheism is the
the child's
equivalent.
equivalent
Yeah.
of atheism. Yeah, I
it's
could be
probably-
wrong on that. But yes.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I was someone who believed in Santa for too long. And did you guys have the experience of like in class in elementary school, there would sometimes be discussions like, is Santa real? Is Santa fake? And I was always a pro Santa, agitator. And I would really just go after them and be like, well, think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Like I have hard proof. And
This feels in keeping with like
If Santa's not real, who is the elf's boss?
like
who's the elf's father?
How are the
If Santa's not
who
real,
sired those
who
elves?
sired the elves?
I rest my case.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7th grade was a hard year, but
Genuinely though, what year did you stop believing in Santa?
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think
it
she's
was
joking.
like legitimately
Okay.
7th grade.
Okay.
Well, it was like my dad was like, "Hey,
It's not real.
right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like in my room, and it was like sort of like a Wizard of Oz situation, but it was like I was going back to black and white.
Right.
Wow.
A
So
real
sorry. You just,
yeah.
like,
You were
Magic.
passing over.
Yeah. And Christmas has never been the same.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wanted to end on that note.
I feel like on the opposite end, can we all just talk about when we stop believing in Santa? Is that what we're doing to
We
end?
can give it a
Or
shot,
are we
yeah.
over?
No, we can go.
Can I guess how old you were?
Sure, you can try.
Were you like 4?
I don't know, is the thing. I have
Oh.
no memory of ever having
Okay,
believed
yeah,
in Santa.
I thought maybe you had a good answer because no, I don't remember either. I have no idea.
I have many, many memories of not believing in Santa. It was never like a thing like with my friend and her child. It's a very clear, like, we're not lying in the family, like, Santa's not real. My parents and I, like, we played the game, like, that was always it. Like, it was always like, I don't believe, I don't believe, we're all pretending we believe.
Oh, okay.
Like, we did that game forever. So I don't know if there must have been a point in my life when I did believe.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Like, all of my earliest memories are of, like, finding my Christmas presents in the house or, like, staying awake not to see Santa, but to, like, see my parents put my gifts under the tree so that I could try to sneak down and see how many gifts they got me.
Right.
Ooh.
So, like, but, like, I would still, like, leave the cookies out. Like, I would do the thing. Like,
You gotta leave the cookies out.
right.
I might not believe in Santa Claus,
But I believe in fun.
I believe in rituals.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I was, like, 16 being like, no, like, we have to do the thing. But, like, at no point in my life did I I have a memory of believing in Santa.
Yeah.
I think we're
same.
similar that way.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you fully
Yeah,
believed.
I was full out. I was and it was like my parents did a lot of work to help us believe, which is like very sweet, very thoughtful, very special, made Christmas very, like, I love those memories so much.
Yeah.
Very sweet. But the come down from that was traumatizing.
I can imagine. Like, it seems like so much. Because I was always the same way with religion, too.
Yeah.
Where I was like, sure, we'll do the thing.
Yeah, where I was like, because I'm Christian, I'm not, like, going to engage in premarital sex until I'm married to my husband.
Right.
Like,
Well, and the come
That
down
worked
from
out
that.
well for you.
yeah, and the come down from that is I'm gay. So,
Well,
yeah.
congratulations to the best of 2018 from Secret Handshake, giving out these awards before we finish out the show. Congratulations to Best Movie, No. Best TV Show, Darcy Carden. Best Album, Be the Cowboy by Mitski.
Yeah!
Best Book, maybe Cersei? The Worst Social Media Platform, 2018. That's a tie between Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and TikTok. And the best other song that existed was Thank You Next.
yeah.
Hey, my favorite TV show of 2018 was Secret Handshake.
Yeah!
Thought it up with Sean, but it wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen and laugh. Even almost got married, and but being also thankful.
All right, well, we'll see you all
I just
in
think about Malcolm.
2019 and
wasn't
potentially more in the
angel.
future.
One
Thank you for
time
joining
me
us,
love.
and
One time
you know,
me
subscribe to the
patience.
YouTube,
One
follow the
time me
Twitter, do
pain.
those things
I'm
that
so
if you want to hang out with us more in the new
That's
year.
not what I
We'll
Happy
see-
New Year!
Yeah, will we be here the first week of the year?
Nope.
No, we won't. We will be off next week, but after that, we'll be back.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Next. Thank you. Next.
Happy
Thank
New Year,
you.
everybody.
Next. I'm so cool.